miss him dearly, but he lives on when we do this.
Dealing with the tragic loss of their son Patrick, Mike and Gail Schoonover created the Patrick Schoonover Heart Foundation to keep Patrick's memory alive and to prevent the pain they felt for other families.
I believe that 5% of the population has some form of a heart defect, and so we are identifying those kids that do.
Since its inception, the foundation has hosted 40 events, the most recent at Coon Rapids High School. Each Play for Patrick event is for free for students 14 to 24 to get their heart screened, raise awareness about sudden cardiac arrest, and teach CPR.
Even if we only screen a few kids in a week or on a Saturday, if we find one, then that's all worth it.
Seeing the impact Play for Patrick has done for other communities, the Coon Rapids Fire Department wanted the organization's reach to be felt in the city.
We identified, hey, let's go out, raise money, and let's get specific causes that are going to better our community, make it safer. Rather than just responding to calls, we want to be proactive. We want to identify risks.
A community fund created by the Coon Rapids firefighters raised more than $25,000 to help host the event. At each Play for Patrick event, the Patrick Schoonover Heart Foundation donates an AED. With the money the firefighters raised, they were able to match the foundation's donation and get another AED for the Coon Rapids High School.
We identified a need in this school that they have lots of AEDs in the school, but what we didn't have is an AED out in the football field, an outdoor one.
The other AED will be by the turf practice fields at the high school, solidifying Patrick Schoonover's legacy.
You walk by those, you see those, people get to read the story about Patrick and understand who he was and make an impact in a community. It just makes Patrick live in some little way, which makes us feel a little bit better.
Here's a quick recap of the Tuesday, May 20th City Council meeting. The city is once again trying to secure federal dollars to construct a full-access interchange at Trunk Highway 610 and East River Road. On Tuesday night, the City Council authorized staff to submit a 2026 community project funding application to Congress. The city is hoping to secure $10 million to go toward construction costs. The project is currently in final design and should be shovel-ready by the end of this year. The plan is to add an off-ramp at East River Road for traffic on westbound 610 and an on-ramp for drivers at East River Road who want to head east on 610 towards Blaine. It's already time to start thinking about this year's 4th of July celebration. This week, the City Council approved a temporary strong beer and wine license for the Coon Rapids North Star Lions Club for use at the celebration, which runs July 2nd through the 4th at Boulevard Plaza. You can learn more about all the events being planned by logging onto the city's website. The Public Works building is getting a new roof. On Tuesday night, the City Council awarded a $1 million contract for the project to McPhillips Brothers Roofing Company. The work will include the removal and replacement of about 77,000 square feet of the roof. Construction is expected to start in September and be finished by the end of the year. And that's a quick recap of the May 20th City Council meeting. As always, you can find the full meetings on cable or the CTN Coon Rapids YouTube channel. The Coon Rapids Dam will be rocking on Thursday nights this summer with a variety of music. The annual summer concert series kicks off on June 5th with a Johnny Cash tribute band. On June 12th, it's LP and the 45s. June 19th, the Rockin' All-Stars perform, followed by Anti-Skip Protection on June 26th. There's a week break for 4th of July. The concert series resumes July 10th with the Holy Rockarollas, followed by Stir Crazy on July 17th, Rocky Lynn on July 24th, and Ecuador Manta on July 31st. The final concert on August 7th will feature a Beatles tribute band. All concerts are free and begin at 7 p.m. Concessions are available for purchase.
We're here today to talk about being safe around electronics. electricity.
Coon Rapids Safety Camp is back again this summer. This year's camp will take place June 17th and 18th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. Safety Camp is 2 days of learning important skills, including fire and electrical safety, basic first aid, 911, internet safety, and more. Campers also have the opportunity to bring their bikes for hands-on learning and visit a local pool to practice water safety. The camp is open to students entering 4th and 5th grade this fall, and there is a $40 fee. To learn more and sign up, go to coonrapidsmn.gov/safetycamp. The camp is led by the Coon Rapids Fire and Police Departments.
For the people of Coon Rapids. And whereas these infrastructures, facilities, and services could not be provided without the dedicated efforts of public works professionals who are federally mandated first responders.
On Wednesday, Mayor Jerry Cook read a proclamation for National Public Works Week, May 18th through the 24th. With cupcakes in tow, the mayor thanked the men and women who make up the Coon Rapids Public Works Department.
Making normal happen. That's what we do.
Coon Rapids Public Works, this is Alex. How can I help you?
A resident may not be able to define exactly what a public works department does, but the impact reaches far and wide.
We have streets, we have utilities, we have parks, we have facilities. That's another one. They take care of our buildings, much like this group takes care of our vehicles.
The Fleet Garage is responsible for not only the maintenance of 200 public works vehicles, but also police and fire.
Without them doing their work between police, fire, public works, we wouldn't be able to go and do the things that we do out on the street.
There are vehicles for patching potholes on our roads. There are machines for grooming athletic fields in the city. And there are utility workers who monitor water being provided to residents and businesses.
2 water treatment plants that are running 24/7. You take the dirty water and it goes away, and we give you the clean water to drink.
The 65th Annual National Public Works Week is a fitting time to recognize critical city services that, when done well, are easy to take for granted.
This is the opportunity where we open it up and say thank you to the citizens.
Each year, the Public Works Open House gives the community a behind-the-scenes look at how crews provide essential services every day.
Come on down, get some snacks, get to meet the people that do the jobs, get to see the different equipment, and again, learn the process on what is happening behind the scenes.
Last year we had the T10 drone, so it was less than half size of this drone. And this year we have 2 T25 drones.
The Metropolitan Mosquito Control District are using bigger agricultural drones in the battle against the dreaded mosquito.
We did see a lot of perturbed mosquitoes coming out this year.
Using GPS coordinates, the MMCP staff can more effectively target their application of the granular pesticide spinosad.
So we're to be able to cover a lot more. It helps with sites that are a little too big or a little too dangerous for our technicians to be in, and sites that are a little too small for the helicopter to get a great treatment on.
We always fly this up to 150 feet.
Treating sites like this one near Main Street in Coon Rapids targets mosquito larvae before they become biting insects.
So the idea is we have 3 rounds of pre-hatch lasting 30 days. So all these sites will be treated roughly every 30 days. We'll have treatment through early August.
To put about 30 to 40 pounds in there.
Over the summer months, the Mosquito Control District will use about 20,000 pounds of pesticide throughout Anoka County, some of it by hand, some by helicopter, and some by drone.
I think it's more fun for our technicians for sure. We get a lot of people applying for our drone technician jobs. It's just different and more exciting to use newer technology nowadays.
Here's a quick recap of the Tuesday, May 6th City Council meeting. A product to prolong the life of some city streets will once again be used this summer. On Tuesday night, the City Council awarded the contract for the 2025 Reclamite Maintenance Project. Reclamite is a pink-colored product that is sprayed on the road. A fine aggregate sand is then applied, which blots up excess product so cars can drive on the road once again. Reclamite helps delay more costly and disruptive pavement repairs, like a full resurfacing. The week of May 18th through the 24th is National Public Works Week, a time to honor the men and women who plan, build, and manage the infrastructure we count on each day. This year's theme, People, Purpose, Presence, highlights ideals that motivate public works professionals to serve in their communities. The mayor read a proclamation at Tuesday night's meeting and encouraged everyone to attend the Public Works Open House on Saturday, May 17th from 10 a.m. to noon. The city has accepted a $76,000 grant from the Minnesota Board of Water and Soil Resources to beef up street sweeping for the next few years. Currently, all streets in the city are swept 5 times a year. The grant will allow for 2 additional sweeps per year in zones with a high tree canopy and direct connection to impaired waters. And that's a quick recap of the May 6th City Council meeting. As always, you can find the full meetings on cable or the CTN Coon Rapids YouTube channel.
High school senior Mary Zins is building a new product she helped design in this engineering class at Blaine High School. The aspiring scientist is taking full advantage of the school's Center for Engineering, Math, and Science.
My team project is building an automated pill bottle opener for people with hand mobility issues.
Zins is an AP Scholar of Distinction and a lifelong resident of Coon Rapids.
I live right on the border of Blaine and Coon Rapids.
Zins' academic work and extracurricular activities at Blaine have not gone unnoticed. Last year, she earned an award at the Minnesota Business Professionals Leadership Conference.
So I got 3rd place in state for the fundamentals of web design, which is HTML and CSS coding.
Out of all the subjects Mary excels in, science by far is her favorite.
Everyone who's like my friend knows that I'm obsessed with biology and also neuroscience.
In mid-April, she learned that she was named as one of only 2 Minnesota students chosen to attend this summer's prestigious National Youth Science Camp.
I'm super thankful for the opportunity, and I'm super excited for everything that it's going to bring me in the future and the whole experience over the summer.
Mary will spend 3 weeks at the science camp up in the eastern mountains of West Virginia with some of the nation's top high school scholars free of charge.
It's going to be a lot of outdoor activities, also with seminars from highly regarded scientific individuals, and just a really holistic experience of all these different aspects of science and technology.
This fall, Mary plans to take her love of science and attend the University of Minnesota. It's another step toward a future in science for this Coon Rapids teen.
I plan on double majoring in neuroscience and human physiology. I want to be a child neurologist in the future.
The Minnesota Department of Agriculture has announced changes to proposed spongy moth management activities in Coon Rapids. Due to budget uncertainties and significant allocation delays at the federal level, the MDA has canceled aerial spraying that was planned for May. Spongy moth is an invasive insect that poses a danger to forests. The caterpillars feed on the leaves of more than 300 species of trees and shrubs, eventually killing them. Spongy moth has been discovered in several areas of Minnesota, including Coon Rapids.
Now the problem is that spongy moth is an invasive species, which means that there are no predators, there's no really diseases that keep the population in check. Most birds and mammals look at a spongy moth and they say that's gross, I don't want anything to do with that.
Instead of aerial treatment, an emergency quarantine is now in effect in a small area of the city north of Northdale Boulevard and west of University Avenue. The quarantine limits the movement of certain items out of the designated area to manage and slow the spread of spongy moth. Only a licensed hauler is allowed to remove yard waste and tree debris from the area. The quarantine does not apply to ash trees. For more information, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov/spongymoth. The emergency quarantine is scheduled to be in place through June 15th of 2026.